Good morning, Cardinals. Good afternoon. Good evening, depending on when you're watching this. So you should have already viewed the screencastify explaining what this modules button does and our bell work for today. But I wanted to provide a different screencastify for those of you who moved past the bell work already. Didn't want to have you rewatch it. Just wanted to make a separate video, maybe a little bit easier for you guys to navigate. So again, we just click on the gears here, right? Click on the gears, go to modules. We get into today's module, right? We've already done the bell work, but let's start there. There's a screencastify. You load the bell work. It'll take you to Newsella. Once you've read that article and completed it, you'll come back here. You'll hit this next tab. From here, we're looking at climate maps. So in the last few days, we've looked at climate types and areas of the world and the conditions of these areas. And now we want to look at where can we find these areas on a map, right? So we'll load this into a new tab. Whenever we load into a new tab on Canvas, it'll pull it up here, up in the top right-hand corners where you submit it. But I always want you to open it up here as well, because here it opens it up in an actual Google Doc. It'll be bigger for you. It doesn't look much different for me on my desktop, but for you on the Chromebooks, this looks much smaller than if you pulled into a Google Doc. So from here, your introduction review question: what are the different climate zones you've learned in your Newsella article? List them below, right? So you could come here and say tropical, right? And then your next one may be dry. So what were those areas that the Newsella article listed? Please list those out there. So we're looking at North Africa and Southwest Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, and East Asia. Okay? And so for these, we're looking at the different climate zones for each one of these, right? So we'll just start in North Africa and Southwest Asia. So we want to go ahead and open that map up. You come back here. Question number one: what climate is the most common in the region? I know this already because I know that North Africa is made up almost entirely of the Sahara Desert. But we look at our legend and key over here. We have the climate types: tundra, ice cap, subarctic, continental, cool summer, warm summer, temperate, humid subtropical, Mediterranean, steppe or steppe, desert, savanna, tropical monsoon, tropical rainforest, and highland. Now, this is a lot, definitely compared to our Newsella article, which only highlighted 6 key areas. This is a lot, right? But these are the majority of the ones you will find all around the world. North Africa has a few of these, and I just wanted you to become familiar with them, right? So when we look at it, the colors that is the most common, I think we can agree on, is very light yellow. So I come over here and I find desert. So I know North Africa is desert, and the majority of the Arabian Peninsula right here: Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, United Arab Emirates, which is in the news today. A flight from Israel to the United Arab Emirates just occurred. It was the first one ever between the two countries, and it flew over Saudi Arabia, which is the first time that has happened as well, allowing it from Israeli airspace. But when we talk about the climate zones, desert is the number one climate zone. So I will come here and I'll write in desert, right? What is the climate like in the western areas of Turkey? Testing your geography skills here. So we come up when we find Turkey. We know it's under the Black Sea, just south of the Black Sea. So we find Turkey, and then we want to find north, south, east, west. Perfect. So the west area of Turkey. And the question is, what is the climate like in the western areas? Well, there's a couple of them, right? We got a little bit of a green, maybe a little brown. You can count there, highland area. But this area right here, the majority of it being that pinkish color, what climate zone is that? So we go down, we find down here, Mediterranean. And the easy way to remember this is Mediterranean regions can be found for the most part along the Mediterranean Sea, right? So when we think about the conditions there, we'll think of it's not going to be dry because we have all this water, the wind blowing off of this, creates that pressure, provides those different areas. So the western side of Turkey, we have Mediterranean. Perfect. If you were packing a suitcase to travel to the region, what clothes would you bring and why? So kind of a continuation from what you guys did on Friday. The majority of this region is desert, and we know that it is located near the equator, which is right down here, right? And it's very, very hot. Okay, very, very hot. So what kind of clothes are you going to wear, right? I'm probably bringing shorts and a tank, right? Shorts and a tank top. Or for me, I'm wearing a cutoff. I'm old, so I'm wearing a cutoff and sandals, right? Actually, I don't wear sandals. I would bring slides. Right, shorts, tank top, cutoff, and some slides. And I'm definitely bringing a hat because you gotta make sure that you don't let your neck get burnt. Right, guys. Hey, you will continue with Sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, and East Asia the same way there that we navigated that map for North Africa and Southwest Asia. Have a good rest of the day, guys. If you have any questions, please email me right away. Miss y'all. Love y'all.